session today with me. We have lots to go through this evening to get you relaxing and sleeping. Now, we're going to begin with a sleep questionnaire for adults, and then we're going to move on to the Big 5 personality assessment, just to really see if we can match your sleep traits with your personality traits, and then we'll see if we can do some things to help you sleep better. I hope that sounds good. So just get yourself comfortable on your couch that you're on, adjacent to me. I like to keep everything very casual and relaxing. If you feel that you need to at any time, take some deep breaths. They're highly encouraged. Well, let's begin, shall we? Can you please let me know your full name? I heard you know it, but I need your full name, your date of birth, and your address, please. Okay. And your address. Do you have a home phone number? Okay. And an email address. I like to follow up with a kind of summary of today's session. And your general practitioner. Doctor. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Alright. Do you know your height? And your weight? Okay, and the date this questionnaire is completed. February already, I know. Alright. Have you had any excessive weight gain or weight loss in the last 6 months? And if so, please describe. Okay. That's fine. Do you have any medical disease or illness at present or have had in the last month? Okay. Can you give me the details of any treatment or medication that you're currently taking? This is including sleeping medication, or you have had in the last month. Okay. What was that for? Alright. For... Okay. Alright. Now, a lot of these are going to be yes and no questions, alright. So, have you any history of epilepsy, convulsions, fits, or seizures? And if so, please describe. Alright. Do you have frequent coughs, colds, or allergies? Do you smoke cigarettes? And if so, how many per day? Do you take other substances such as cannabis can you describe what you take and how often? It can be anything, there's no judgment here. Alright. Do you drink caffeinated drinks such as tea, coffee, cola, iron brew? And if so, how many per day of each one? Okay. What is your occupation? Okay. What is your main sleep problem? Okay. No problem. And how long have you had it? Okay. Now we're going to move on here. Because we're going to learn a little bit more about your sleeping habits, okay? So, your answers to your questions should only be based on your sleeping habits during the last 1 month, so the last 31 days. Okay, so please let me know yes or no, or describe if you need to. Okay. How many other people sleep in the same room as you? Okay. On average, how long does it take you to fall asleep? Okay. That's my next client. A little bit early, but they'll have to wait. Okay. When you are in bed awake, what do you think about? Do you think about trying to fall asleep? Family matters? Work, school, or college? And anything else? Please explain. Okay, so do you do anything in bed to help you get to sleep, such as relaxation exercises, counting, lying still, reading, watching TV, listening to the radio, using earplugs, or other? Please describe for me. Okay. How often do you have trouble getting off to sleep? Never? Less than once a month? About once a month? 2 to 4 times a month? Many times a week? Or daily? Okay. What do you do if you can't sleep? Do you, for example, get up and watch TV in bed, or lie in the dark, etc.? Okay. Okay. Do you get out of bed when you cannot sleep? If you get out of bed, what do you do once you're up? Okay. Do you get annoyed or angry when you cannot sleep? Before you fall asleep at night, do your legs feel achy? Do you have to move them about in bed? Do you have to get out of bed to ease your aching legs? How often do you wake during the night? Is it never? Less than once a month? About once a month? 2 to 4 times a month? Many times a week, or daily? If you usually wake in the night, how many times do you wake each night? does it usually take to fall asleep again? Is it a few minutes, up to half an hour, up to 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours, or more than 2 hours? Okay. What do you do before getting back to sleep again? Do you go to the toilet, watch TV, read, etc.? Okay. Do you ever sleep in unusual positions? If yes, please describe. If you sleep poorly, how does it affect you the next day? Please describe. Okay. Does a poor night's sleep make you depressed, anxious, irritable, tired? Does a poor night's sleep affect your concentration, memory, ability to work? How long would you like to sleep for each night? How long do you think normal people your age sleep for each night? Part 3 is all about your kind of sleep habits. So some people sleep differently during the week than they do on weekends or holidays. So we want you to answer these questions about your sleeping habits, like your normal ones, like during the week. But we'll also ask you about your weekends as well, or holidays. Again, it'll be yes or no, and it's based on the last 1 month, okay? So, what time do you start getting ready for bed on the weekdays? Weekends? What time do you usually go to bed on the weekdays? Weekends? What time do you usually go to sleep on the weekdays? Weekends? What time do you usually wake up on the weekdays? And the weekends? What time do you usually get up on the weekdays? And the weekends? Do you have to be woken in the morning by someone or an alarm clock, etc. in the weekdays? The weekends? Do you usually wake up in the morning well rested during the weekdays? Or during the weekends? Do you usually wake up in the morning feeling quite tired in the weekdays? In the weekends? Do you usually wake up in a bad mood for the weekdays? The weekends? Do you usually wake up in the good mood in the weekdays? The weekends? Do you take naps during the day in the weekdays? In the weekends? If yes, what time do you nap and for how long? Part 4. So during the last month, have you shown any of the following behaviours? Okay, I'm going to ask if it's, you don't know, never, once a month or less, a few times a month, once or twice a week, 3 to 6 times a week, or daily. So you need to let me know per each one. Okay. Okay. Talking in your sleep. walking in your sleep. Okay, grinding your teeth in sleep. Banging your head at night. Yes, you can answer, don't know. Quick movements of the arms or legs during sleep, like kicking, jumping, or arm flailing. Moving around a lot in bed during sleep. Biting tongue during sleep. Snoring loudly during sleep. Gagging, choking, or snorting loudly during sleep. Seem to repeatedly stop breathing for periods of time lasting up to 30 seconds during sleep. Getting up to use the toilet at night. Wetting the bed during sleep. Waking in night complaining of nightmares or frightening dreams and feel anxious. This usually happens in the last half of the night. Waking during the night screaming in terror. Anxiety may be so bad that sweating, gasping, or trembling may happen. This usually happens during the first half of the night, not aware of surroundings and will not remember it the next day. Not wanting to go to bed because you're afraid. Fearing that if you go to sleep you might die. Afraid of the dark. Aching legs or leg cramps. Insisting on bedtime rituals such as doing certain things in a certain special order before sleep. Maybe you've been told you've got OCD. Needing sleeping medication. During the day, muscles become so weak that you fall to the ground or have to lie down before falling, usually after laughing, crying, or being frightened. Upon waking or going off to sleep, feeling paralysed even though you're aware of your surroundings. During the day, have urges to go to sleep and can't stop yourself. Feeling drowsy during the day but can stop yourself from sleeping. During the day, appearing more active than other people. Rolling from side to side rhythmically in sleep or while going off to sleep. Sleeping with your head tipped right back. Breathing through your mouth rather than your nose when you're asleep. Complaining of headaches when waking. Sweating a lot during sleep. Pain interfering with sleep. Waking in the morning before 5 a.m. and staying awake. Okay. Have you ever had any advice or treatment for your sleep? If yes, please describe. Was this advice or treatment helpful? Well, you've not yet had your advice or treatment, so I will put yes, tentatively. How severe do you consider your sleep problems to be? Mild, moderate, or severe? Are other members of the family affected by your sleep pattern? Please describe who and how they're affected. Has anyone on either side of the family had any sleep problems such as nightmares, sleepwalking, night terrors, unusual jerks or movements, or other attacks? If so, please describe and state the relationship to you. Is there anything else about your sleep or anything else that you think is important that we've not mentioned? Alright, well, that is the sleep questionnaire done. So we're going to go on to the big 5 of personality. And I am going to work this out for you. It's a little bit complicated, but we're going to do this. So, it's a personality test, and it's going to help you understand why you act the way you do and how your personality is structured. And we're just going to have a look at your sleep with this, okay? So in the table below for each statement, 1 to 50, mark how much you agree with the scale, where 1 is disagree, 2 is slightly disagree, 3 is neutral, 4 is slightly agree, and 5 is agree. Alright, okay. I am the life of the party. Feel little concern for others. Always prepared. Get stressed out easily. Have a rich vocabulary. Don't talk a lot. I'm interested in people. And leave my belongings around. Relaxed most of the time. Have difficulty understanding abstract ideas. Feel comfortable around people. Insult people. Pay attention to details. Worry about things. Have a vivid imagination. Keep in the background. Sympathize with others' feelings. Make a mess of things. Seldom feel blue. I'm not interested in abstract ideas. Start conversations. Not interested in other people's problems. Get chores done right away. Easily disturbed. Have excellent ideas. Have little to say. Have a soft heart. Often forget to put things back in their proper place. Get upset easily. Do not have a good imagination. Talk to a lot of different people as at parties. I'm not really interested in others. I like order. Change my mood a lot. Quick to understand things. Don't like to draw attention to myself. I take time out for others. I shirk my duties. I frequent mood swings. I use difficult words. I don't mind being the centre of attention. I feel others' emotions. I follow a schedule. I get irritated easily. I spend time reflecting on things. I'm quiet around strangers. I make people feel at ease. I am exacting in my work. I often feel blue. I'm full of ideas. Okay, let's have a quick look. Okay, so 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 6, 2, 1 is 4, 6, 2. Okay, 2, 6, 4, 8, 6, 11,
9, 13, 11 for that one. Okay, oh, it's 20 plus, so that's 31. Okay. 2 minutes. 2. 32. So
Well, that is very, very interesting indeed. So your personality questionnaire was coming out that you have probably more, yeah, and so I think that you have a great personality, but you struggle to sleep. You're probably quite an active person in the mind. You're letting things in your day interfere with your stress and anxiety and worry a lot. So I think it's really important that we make sure that you have a good bedtime routine. I think you're going to bed a little bit too late, and I think that you are using things that maybe you shouldn't before bed. So that is allowing a lot of blue light, or watching series on the TV that make you engage your mind. What you want to be doing is, past 9 o'clock. If you're going to bed at 11, half 11, you want to give your mind a couple of hours to relax and not overthink it. Don't engage it. Okay? It's easier said than done. But in the same with that sort of scrolling through your phone, bedtime, or having the light glaring in your face, that's going to make you not sleep. And the same with eating and having tea just before bedtime is going to make you get up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. So I think for you the key is that you need to be giving yourself more time and space to relax your mind rather than engage your mind. And with that you'll find all your stress also disappears. Highly recommend you write down all the things you need to do for the next day, because that will also help you relieve some of your stress. It will offload it so that you're not sitting lying there thinking about or worrying about all the things that you've got to do. Alright, how does that sound? Well, I would like you to try a sleep routine for me, and I would like you to write down what you're going to do that's different. And at our next session, you're going to let me know how you got on and what exactly you changed, and we'll go from there. Alright. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. Let my next client know